Hello everyone. What is directing is what we left at in the last episode. What is directing? In movies, the director is the main person, one who directs the movie. Have you ever thought, what is he directing? Who is he directing? What is this definition of direction? This question always comes to my mind. Many times I ask my students to define what is direction. The director, who is he directing? Many would answer, sir, director is the one who directs the crew. Director is the one who directs the actors, who directs the technician, captain of the ship. All these cliches will pour one after another. But is that what a director is directing in a movie making? There are many other definitions, many others have said. For example, one interesting story I must say here is Ingmar Bergman, the greatest filmmaker. He once said about direction. Once he was giving a talk in London Film School. At the end of his talk, one of the young filmmakers asked him, "Sir, you are considered to be the maestro of the art of cinema. Can you tell us what exactly do you do when you direct? We are all young filmmakers, we also direct. But you being a maestro, please share the secret, what exactly you do when you direct." Such a mundane question. But Bergman took the question seriously and thought a moment and answered the following. This is what he said. When I direct, all I intend to do is not to make things real, but live. Think about it. Not to make things real, but live. What did he mean? When he placed the camera, or anyone places a camera, it records. The camera doesn't know who is behind it. It simply records. When it records, it is real. But director is the one who decides what exactly to be recorded, in what size, in what format, what is the lens to be used, what should be the actor's movement, all these things. All these things he thinks in terms of overall the narrative of the film, where this particular shot comes, what is the preceding shot, what is the succeeding shot, all he knows deep inside of him. That's how he decides that particular shot, uses the camera and records it. This is what he meant. When I direct, all I intend to do is not to make things real, but live. Another definition given by another great filmmaker, Soviet filmmaker, Sergei Eisenstein. You know what he said about direction? He said it in a very jovial manner to a student. When a particular student met him to take his blessings before he started his diploma film, he asked his blessings, "Sir, I am going to start my project film tomorrow morning. Can you give us the last minute tips?" Eisenstein, with his usual erudite and arrogance, asked him, "What exactly are you going to do tomorrow?" The student thought a moment. "Sir, I am planning to take a very simple shot." "Tell me, what is a simple shot?" With hesitance, the student said, "I am going to take a close-up of a pair of shoes." Eisenstein listened to it and said, "In case after you take that close-up of a pair of shoes, if you run over by a lorry, truck and you die, that close-up of pair of shoes should be talked in the history of cinema. In case you are alive, take every shot in that fashion. Though he said it jovially, if you really think about it, it meant the same thing what Bergman has said. Okay, now let's come to our own definition. These are all great filmmakers. They have their own way of saying it. But to define what is direction, what is director is directing, who director is directing, that's a question. In fact, my definition would be the director is not directing crew, actors, technicians. That's not the thing. Of course, it does it, that every director does it. But when you feel a film is great, absolute masterpiece, or very entertaining, very absorbing, the director is directing you towards it. Actually, director directs the audience, the viewers. When a movie is screened, when hundreds of people or thousands of people sit and watch, they are being directed by the director. It is the director who says, hey, see this shot, look at this cut, see the next shot, see the composition of the shots, look at the performance of the actors. That way he helps the audience without them realizing it to make their own connection, infer the story, emotions, feelings. In fact, directing means, as far as I am concerned, a good director is one who directs the viewer's audience when the film is being screened. Even when you watch a 100-year-old film or an 80-year-old film, you are still being directed when you watch it. Director is dead and gone, but it still is going to direct hundreds of thousands of viewers whenever they are going to watch this movie. The director's job really lies in directing the audience, viewers. Are you confused? We'll talk about it later. The magic of directing audience. That's where the entire magic of cinema lies.